You look at the markets, if that's a worry, it doesn't seem to be dominating their concern. And Dan, I'm wondering if part of it, just part of it, might be this notion that the big old feared spending package out of Democrats, that what they're cobbling together might not even have the onerous income tax rate hikes that some were envisioning. It doesn't mean it doesn't target guys like you, but that's just billionaires. So is the market saying this might not be as bad as we thought?
I think the market does have a view that it is going to be difficult for the Democrats to be able to pass large increases across the board from a tax standpoint. The package is already, as acknowledged by Joe Biden, going to be much smaller than the original intention. But, Neil, as far as how the stock market is reacting, I still think it goes to the core of interest rates. Jay Powell says, well, inflation is hanging around a little longer than we thought, but he really isn't getting to the point where he's saying we have to act and raise interest rates. And that is what I think the market is really relying upon, because as we know, there's a lot of cash on the sidelines still. We have inflation going up, interest rates holding. So where are investors going to go? They need to go into the market to be able to keep up with the rate of inflation. That's why I think the market is really not doing anything but going up right now, because there's no other game in town.
Dan, you pointed out there's really very few options for investors today. If interest rates even inch up a little bit more, you have a 10-year that now is around the mid-160s, gets over 2%. That could change. Barring that, how long do you see this stock rally continuing?
Neil, I think this rally is going to continue, obviously not forever, but until something changes with interest rates or there's some black swan event out there that really causes something major, I think the market is going to continue doing what it does. If there's no changes in policy from the Fed, and we don't see anything else happening, why would it change? I think inflation is actually the greatest threat to the stock market, because that may be what forces the Fed's hand in having to raise interest rates. Now, look, Neil, back in your day when Carter and Paul Volcker did that to stop inflation, they threw the nation into a recession. So that's dangerous territory as well.
Don't get me started on the Buchanan inflation threat, but that's for another show, gentlemen. Great seeing you both again. We'll see how this all sorts out. We just don't know.